Right. You've probably heard of the TikTok ban, and you're probably thinking, what are you going to do? Especially if most of your lead flow comes from TikTok. Most of your e-com products sold on TikTok, or maybe you're even a TikTok creator. These are 5 ways you can overcome the TikTok ban. So, for one, if you haven't heard, China is pretty much gonna get banned in the USA for TikTok, right? So, if it hasn't already been overcame, the first thing you can do is actually use a VPN to target the European market instead of USA, right? So you could use ExpressVPN or NordVPN, right? I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work, but 9 times out of 10, if you can watch Netflix from a different country, you can still run your business from a different VPN. So, right. Now, you want to use a reliable VPN, right? You don't want to be using like a basic one. Of course, you can add subtitles, European languages, Germany, France, Spanish, and still kind of like replace your revenue from the USA side, right? Number two, you can partner with European influencers using special platforms like Mod Dash or Below. If you haven't heard of them, they're not cheap, but this is where you can find top influencers to replace the USA TikTok influencers you've probably hired already in place. So that's one way. Three, of if none of these things work and they're not performing like how they used to, I'd use Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or a Clipper. And if you don't know what a Clipper is somebody that can repurpose your content pretty much, right? So I don't know whether you've seen Eman Gadzi, Andrew Tate. These guys blew up off multiple people just posting their content constantly, right? Now, if you don't know what a Clipper is, you can go to the actual link, which I'll leave in the bottom, where you can actually look to hire Clippers, right? Now, number four, you want to build an email list, right? So, this is why you should always build an email list, because whether a platform gets banned or not, you still have your email list. You can drive them to another platform you're posting your content. And I always recommend using an email list to not just upsell, but for this very reason, to actually push out content you want to push out without getting banned, right? Now, the fifth way, like I explained before, European Clippers, right? So these guys, you can go on What, Fiverr, Upwork, and these guys will just post 2 to 3 times a day. So you can imagine 20 people. That's a lot of your face or your product out there without running ads or emails. So that's a simple breakdown. If you want me to do a deep dive of Clippers and how to leverage them, then leave a comment down below. So, in conclusion, it's not the end of the world, and Tik TikTok isn't the end or be all for your business, pretty much, right? If you leverage these things, you can pretty much still win without TikTok. Great.